Hi, today we're going to take a quick look at the glorious Dyed Batik range that we have in stock here at Empress. There's over 80 designs. We will be looking at the fabric weight, chatting about some uses, and also talking about how the dye is applied and some care instructions for these unique cottage industry created batik fabrics, which I am sure you are going to love. Hi, it's Charles at Empress Mills, and I'm delighted to be here with this incredibly vibrant Dyed Batik collection that we have here at Empress. Right up front, I should just let you know that this is only a small selection of what we have available and what we have in stock here at Empress HQ. This is literally just what we could fit on the table, but we have between 80 and 100 designs in at any one time. More than 100 if I can get hold of them, in fact. And we do refresh the range frequently. As often as I see new designs, I do always add them to this range. So do keep an eye out, and I do really encourage you, if you like what you see here today, if you like this vibrant, well, we've got vibrant through to moody colours, in fact, if you love that spread of design on the batik, with the batik style finish, then I do encourage you, check out the website, browse those fabrics. I'm sure you're going to love them. In terms of the quality that you see on the website, they are all the same. All the Stitch It brands are all the same type, which is what we're going to see today, which is what we're going to explore in a little bit more detail. So again, you can be quite confident once you've seen this video that all of the Stitch It batiks on the website are to the same standard, follow the same care instructions and things that we're going to chat about. So yes, let's crack right on. The range itself, I've already mentioned, it's very varied in terms of the colour palette, but they are all unique designs. They are created in a unique cottage industry style environment still, with craftsmen still working on all of the prints, and it's very much a generational style trade, so it does get handed on down the generations, which to us here at Empress, we're a family textile company. It's just another lovely box to be ticking, rather than fabrics always coming from the larger mills, larger print houses and things like that. To us, it's just a nice little touch. The fabric itself is 100% cotton, 44 inches wide, which is 110 centimetres. With that in mind, it's usually created with quilting in mind at 110 centimetres, but these fabrics really do can be used for absolutely all sorts, from bag making through to apparel, all sorts, which we'll chat about a little bit later on. The fabric itself, 100% cotton, and it is light to mid-weight, so it's got a lovely feel to it. It's nice and soft. It's not rough at all. It's a really lovely weight fabric, and as you can see, it's got a little bit of fluidity too. But yes, absolutely gorgeous to the touch. I am 100% sure you will be pleased with the quality of the fabric itself. In terms of the designs, I've mentioned that the colour palette is varied, but we try and, classic Blue Peter moment here, we've got some cut earlier, but we try with the designs to keep a varied selection, and in our minds, we always categorise them into three main sections, which you will, after this, hopefully be able to spot on the website as well. We've got the batiks that feature true imagery, true designs where you absolutely 100% know what you're looking at. There is an elephant on that pick list because it's one of the favourite designs, in fact, one of the most popular. You know, there is an elephant though. We've got florals where there is very much a floral, butterflies. There's definitely a butterfly on there. Paisley prints, you know, very much a paisley design on the batik itself. So that's category one, let's call it. The second is slightly more abstract, where it tends to be just general shapes, obviously all toning, obviously all working together as you would expect a batik to, but you're getting a slightly more varied print without a very distinct image being part of the design. That being said, there is still very much a design on that fabric, which brings me on to the third category, let's call it, which is what we class actually as a plain batik. Now, by plain, we don't mean it's one block colour. It's got a multitude of shades on. I mean, many of them almost have a tie-dye style feel to them. But they are very much just based on solid colours. Solid would imply more plain, but they're based very much on pure colours just working together rather than there being a true printed design. That's why we've picked that one there. In terms of the prints, this is an absolute prime example of one that offers incredible depth, and many of them, I mean, batiks are absolutely renowned for this. Many of them will offer you that depth. And in terms of projects, I mentioned quilting and things like that earlier. We'll come back to that shortly. But we've seen wall hangings done with just a batik, particularly, I mean, I'm actually referencing the elephant one. We've seen an elephant, this elephant with embroidery and embellishment on top, and it just looks stunning in its own right, and that's because of that wonderful depth of design that the print itself offers. In terms of the dye stuff that is used on the fabrics, it is created in a traditional way, so there are vegetable dyes that are used, which again, very, very nice to know that it's not all synthetic. It is created in that traditional sense. What that does mean is the dyes aren't as fixed as a classically printed quilting fabric that we're all used to from say Lewis and Irene or Macawa or Moda, for example. It is still a traditional batik process, so do be aware there will be some movement in the dye, particularly with the first and second washes, and particularly with the darker coloured batiks. That being said, it's really not a problem. The manufacturer recommends washing in cold water. We've tried it on a delicate wash in the washing machine and thrown a colour catcher in. I will be honest, the colour catcher does come out absolutely covered, but the batik itself, absolutely fine. To be honest, one that we washed, you wouldn't know it had changed much at all. Another, admittedly, that had made a little bit of a difference. It came out slightly faded to how it went in. But again, if you didn't know already, then you really wouldn't have pieced it together. It still looked wonderful. It still had all of its character, all of its depth of shade. So please don't be worried about that. That carries over into the projects quite nicely to my way of thinking, because if you can wash it, it means it is fantastic for apparel, and these are wonderful for that. They are 100% cotton, so perfect for garments and of course the colours as well. But just from a material point of view, they are perfect for garments intended for warmer climes. So whether that's summer projects or, of course, if you're heading away from the UK this winter to avoid our winter, then these are wonderful for making. Oops, dearie me. It's cut me a 2 metre pieces now. He's spoilt me with this. That's why I'm struggling with this tangle. But yes, perfect for garments for warmer climes, thinking loose trousers, loose shirts, loose blouses, right the way through to sarongs, cover-ups, anything along those sort of lines. These fabrics truly are wonderful for. The design with quilting in mind, I've mentioned that already. The quality of them means they are perfect for bag making. They are perfect for cushions, although do be aware that dye stuff, particularly before the first and second wash, can just rub a little bit. So don't sit on it in white coloured jeans until you've washed it a few times, for example. Don't want to be in trouble from that point of view. But overall, they really, really are absolutely fantastic all-rounders, and we have seen them used for absolutely all sorts of projects. I'm sure you're going to love exploring them. I touched on earlier the breadth of colours available. So we've got bright right the way through to the moody shades. We've got right the way through to the moody shades such as that one, for example, that we looked at slightly earlier. We've got the variety of the designs, an absolute spread for you to explore. And once again, and I'll finish on it, I do encourage you, go and browse the selection on the website. I'm sure you'll find something that you love. If you love batiks, we definitely have something that will tick the box for you. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate, get in touch. You can message us through the website, you can leave a comment underneath this video, in fact. You can give us a call. We will be pleased to answer any questions, whether it's on the batiks or, of course, any of the other ranges too. And one last little plea from me and Nat, who stood behind the cameras now. We work on these YouTube videos together. We would be so appreciative if you like the video itself and also subscribe to the channel. It will mean you get updates as we post new videos. We've got all sorts of new fabrics, new information videos coming your way on the Vlislines, for example, and real spread of different video resources that you will be able to explore. And also we get a little bit of a kick when we get a new subscriber, which I know is a bit sad, but we do. Yes, I think I've covered everything. As I say, if I haven't, do get in touch. Thank you so much indeed for watching. I hope you love the batiks as much as we do, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.